Skjånätlarna och datagalani Laskuskislis Gistigo, Ijali Ali Jeho, Nagadi, Janiskada. We don't Father for everything you've done for us and continue to do for us and continue to guide our hands in our communities, Lord, and continue to bless our people and we pray over our districts and our Cherokee Nation that good things may keep coming, Lord, and give us the wisdom and knowledge of Christ to continue to guide our people, Father, in Jesus' name. Amen.
Yes, sir. Daryl Legg, Melvina Shot Pouch, Sasha Black Fox Qualls, Danny Callison, Julia Coates, Joe Deere, Mike Dobbins, Kevin Easley, Lisa Hall, Johnny Kidwell, Kendra McGady, Dora Petzkowski, Cody Poindexter,
Honey.
Joshua Sam, Mike Shambaugh, E.O. Smith, Condessa Teehee. We have a quorum.
Thank you, Shelley. If you had a chance to review the minutes, can I get a motion to approve? We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Any opposed? Moving on to reports, we have Jennifer Kirby, Human Services.
Good afternoon. You have our report. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Always lots going on in Human Services. Is that the understatement of the century, but you have our report.
Sometimes, Jennifer, it is kind of a catch-all program because the circumstances are just so out of the ordinary, you know.
Yeah.
But do we have any questions for Jennifer? Anybody besides Josh?
Thank you, Chair. First, I just want to thank your staff. I mean, I think I don't know if I'm number one caller or not, but I know
We don't keep track.
I'm sure you don't. But your staff with the senior nutrition site there in Stillwell, thought everything there is awesome.
Yeah.
Just wanted to see how that's going, and also just have we been able to get those guidelines just to kind of share out to the community? I know it's pretty simple, but I know I still have people asking about them.
So they are updated on the Cherokee.org site under family assistance.
Okay.
So they are on there, and the location list is updated. And we always strive to do better there, or get, to the information out there to everyone. So bear with us as we haven't had a new site in a long time. So as we grow, we're getting all those things worked out. But those are available on Tuesday and Thursday when it's open. And then also, as I mentioned, look on our website, and those guidelines are updated on our website.
Okay, awesome. And like I said, your staff and them, I know when I went there to kind of do the testing phase, they was doing an awesome job,
Yeah.
and I appreciate all of them.
Absolutely, I'll share with them.
Callison? Jennifer, could I visit with you before you leave?
Sure,
Thank
sure.
you. Dr. Teehee?
Yeah, I know that we were all saddened by the departure of Lou Stretch and her retirement after a long period of service with Cherokee Nation Indian Child Welfare. And I see the name of a new director is listed there. Is that the permanent replacement at this
We're
point?
doing a rotation.
Okay.
I was trying to, when I did the report, trying to time it to where it had the director that was in charge. They had the senior director, which was Lou's position, and then directors under that. So we're doing a rotation right now. If you most definitely could contact the person on there. However, if you contact me or any of the directors, we will certainly help out. But yeah, right now we're doing a rotation until we find a replacement.
Okay, and is there a potential ETA on when that replacement may be decided upon?
I don't have one at this time. We are actively working on that.
Okay. Well, thank you for that.
welcome.
I know it is a extremely important position within
Yes.
your department, and I know you guys are taking all of the care and diligence possible in making sure that you make the right choice. They have big shoes to fill there.
Yes.
And I appreciate the deliberation that you guys are taking.
Thank you. And If you'll also look, there are some other updates on there as well, because we have had some change in directors and things. So if you ever look on your sheet on the report, those do have, we try to keep them updated in real time, but we are, like I said, kind of behind, and I was trying to time this for when you guys would get the report, and so, but always reach out to Leah or myself, and we can definitely get that information to you.
Okay, but the new director, the new senior director of One Fire Victim Services, that is a permanent appointment.
Yes,
right?
that is correct. That's the newest, the newest contact information right there. Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. I
welcome.
appreciate the time, Chair.
Anyone else for Jennifer? If not, Jennifer, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Next, we have Michael Lynn, Department of Transportation and Infrastructure.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I hope your favorite football team won last night. EO, I'm sorry. You have our report. I just want to highlight a few projects. We held a final inspection, Mr. Speaker, on the Wycliffe bridges last week. Those are now completed. There's a few punch list items to be finished up on, but they are open to traffic, and everyone seems happy. So I know knew you would be happy to hear that as well. Mud Valley Road here in Cherokee County, just waiting on some striping and some signs. Also here in Cherokee County, the Lost City Loop is about 40% complete. It's an overlay project that we've got going on right now. And then Bridge 22 in Rogers County, it's over Little Pryor Creek. It is completed now. We're waiting to schedule a final inspection on that. On the water and sanitation side, we completed a main line construction of a water line extension in northern Cherokee County around Rocky Ford. So that is completed. And I always like to give an update on our restroom installation around the reservation. We've got 3 more that the pads will be built at the end of this month on. It's going to be NAFI and Native American Fellowship Incorporated in South Coffeyville on February 25th. Pipe Springs Park in Locust Grove on February 25th, and then Lincoln Park in Wagner County on February 26th. And then shortly, a week or so after those pads are built and the plumbing is roughed in, they'll be setting the buildings on those pads probably in the next week or so after that. That does leave us with 3 remaining. We'll have Big Cabin City Park, Saline Courthouse, and then Charlie Tucker Memorial Park in Oaks, which, again, I don't have any dates on those, but I know they're being looked at, and it'll probably be sometime in the first part of March when those pad work starts. So with that, Mr. Chair, I'd be glad to answer any questions.
All right, Mike. Anyone got any questions for Mike? Go ahead, Kendra.
Hi, Michael. No, I just wanted to make a comment. First of all, of how excited I am to hear that NAFI is on a February 25th date here, which is great. But I also wanted to just comment on the fact that I was able to host Chief and Deputy Secretary of State Kanan Duncan in District 11, and we visited the archery range and the food distribution center, and I was just absolutely blown away by the archery range. It's lovely, and the project at the food distribution is coming along very nicely, and we were all very pleased to take a nice tour of that, so thank you.
Excellent. Did you get to shoot anywhere you're at the archery range?
Not yet, but I'm going to be practicing very soon, so.
You need to do that.
Yeah.
Councilwoman Qualls?
Thank you, Chair. Just wondering, after our phone call on the Lost City Loop, if anyone had an opportunity to go out and assess those areas.
Yes, we did, and I apologize for not following up with you on that. Yes, we talked about them that very day. We do have an inspector out there every single day. Those 2 areas he's well aware of. They're going to come back and repair those and put a patch in. So those were part of the 2 areas that were part of the milling that we were doing. We have since stopped the milling operation and now just doing a strict overlay on it, leveling course and overlay. But those 2 areas that you called about will definitely be fixed.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Anyone else for Michael? If not, Michael, we appreciate you, buddy. We'll see you next month.
Thank you.
You bet. Next up, Todd Enlow with Housing Services.
Michael Lynn walked back to his chair and said, "Don't say a word." So, Counselor, if you need any target practice, Michael volunteered for a moving target. You have our report. A couple things I would like to highlight in there. Number one is for the month of December, we served 4,906 households. So that includes everything from home ownership, low rent, rental assistance, good Lord, I can't think, temporary rental assistance. So usually we range anywhere between 4,500 and 5,500 on that list, depending on college students and the assistance that they receive there. So 4,906. And then skipping to the very back page, housing rehabilitation programs, job statistics. Top of that report says bids posted in the month of December were 58 rehabs. Jobs under construction, 88, and we had 21 complete. So we are staying heavily engaged with our rehab team and keeping our efforts going there. So I appreciate those guys. One highlight I would like to point out, I think Councilor Easley mentioned the reports that have gone out, and new construction and replacement homes. So the number of homes that we've constructed in total since 2020 is over 500 homes.
Golly.
And that, I'm really proud of our crew for putting that together and making that happen. Oshaleta duplexes, we got the bids back on that, and we have 2 contractors that are this close, and we're looking at their job schedule, but we'll make an award this week, and we'll get started pretty quickly on the duplexes in Oshaleta. The site work's already done, all utilities in the ground, lift stations connected to the community building, and we're working with John Asbell and his crew for the community building work that's going on there, but we should start to see those duplexes get started pretty quickly. And then the crisis shelter here in Tahlequah, roughly 20,000 square feet. It was part of Housing Job Sustainable Communities Act, slated for about $10 million. We estimate construction is going to cost about $9.5 million. We will have a pre-bid meeting tomorrow, and so we hope for good responses. That will be, first bid package is for the site work and civil work for that site. And then if our IT crew can play a video, this is for Ganohili. There in Jay. It's about 10, 15 seconds at the most. So it's an aerial flyover. It shows you what the site looks like currently. Finest music,
There we go.
and that's with an ACK.
Yeah.
It's Muzak. So in that subdivision, there are 10 homes. We have 20 lots. There will be a park located in the center of that housing addition. Ganohili is named for Flyer and is for a World War II veteran. And this is the first site that we've gone after Energy Star Silver rating. So we are doing a HERS rater, which is going back in and double checking all of our construction methodologies and making sure that these are going to be the most energy efficient.
Oh, wow.
And we'll get some rebates, and then ultimately the homeowner will enjoy decades of really cheap energy bills, hopefully. So
Good deal.
with that, that concludes my report.
All right, thank you, Todd. Do we have any questions for Todd?
You know, that almost looked like Salsa flying those. Yeah, I thought it was at first.
There's a lot more rooftops in Salisal.
Yeah, but I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So, how's
So
that?
I will, with Salisal, I'll get a flyover video for that for the next committee meeting. But we've got utilities that are going in on site right now, working with the city. They were a little backed up, but now we've got utilities that started last week. And almost all the houses are done. at this point. We just got to get utilities turned on in those, get heat flowing so that we can do the final punch and then get ready to do our inspections. And then the duplexes should be finished right in behind those. So we're really close. We've been reviewing the park plan for that site. I want to keep a few surprises, but we've got some surprises in store for that community, and it's going to be a very cool playground area.
Oh, nice.
Tahlequah, called Chode, I almost said Ganohili because it's just right there on the tip of my tongue, called Chode. That housing addition, we actually had a little bit of money left over because we saved some money through value engineering on construction related to the framing package and lumber package. And so we are putting in the wildflower plot there on the west side, so we'll have a hillside of wildflowers. There, we're also putting in a basketball, pickleball, multi-purpose court that will have some additional lighting. We're going to stain and seal the fence that goes all the way around, and we've got a couple other small projects, but we'll be doing some enhancements in that project as well.
Go ahead.
On that note, is there a little bit of maybe dirt work or concrete work that still is on the horizon to help with some of the drainage issues that some of the residents are facing?
Yep. That, of course, we finished that site at the height of drought, and we seeded and hydro-seeded that site 3 different times, and it was really difficult to try and get that to take off. And so one of the things we'll be doing is going back in and dressing that up and overseeding again.
Okay, well, it's great news about the wildflower, the wildflower plot. And I know that, we still have the addition that's going to be going up technically in District 2 at Grandview. And so I know there are a lot of really exciting things on the horizon with the Housing Authority. And just, thanks to you and thanks to the staff who makes it happen. And we really appreciate you guys.
I don't.
All right, thank you for your time.
You bet. Anyone else for Todd? If not, Todd, we always appreciate the work you're doing, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, moving on, no old business, none pending. New business, before we start, these have to go to full council tonight. Speaker Shambaugh, you want to take the first one?
Yes, this is a resolution authorizing the Bureau of Indian Affairs, BIA, to revise and update the Cherokee Nation's inventory of tribal transportation facilities, and I put that in the form of a motion.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Any discussion? Sorry, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Note that Councilwoman Hall is sustained. Yes. Yes, sir. We did that, yeah. Yeah. All right, motion passes. Number 2, Councilwoman Halls, you want to take that?
Yes, sir. 25-013, a resolution in support of the Keys Housing, Community, and Public Health and Wellness Reserve. I put this in the form of a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Yes, I'd like to be added as a sponsor, please.
Gotcha. Anyone else? All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And this will go to full council tonight as well.
Okay.
Number 3, Councilwoman Qualls, you want to take that one?
Absolutely. This is number 25-014, a resolution in support of the Lost City Housing, Community, and Public Health and Wellness Reserve, and I move for its approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I'd like to be added as a sponsor, please.
Same here.
Me too.
If not, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Announcements. Any announcements? If not, next meeting will be March 10th at 4 p.m. Need one more motion. All in favor?